In the heart of a dense, ancient forest, there was a small village named Eldon Hollow. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the forest that surrounded them, warning newcomers to never venture too deep into the woods. There was a legend of a dark presence that lived within the trees, an entity that lured the unsuspecting with whispers that only the doomed could hear. One crisp autumn evening, a young woman named Eliza arrived in Eldon Hollow. She was an artist, drawn to the village by the beauty of its surroundings and the promise of inspiration. Ignoring the villagers' warnings, she set out into the forest, eager to capture its essence in her sketches. As she wandered deeper, the forest grew unnaturally quiet. The usual sounds of wildlife faded until there was nothing but the rustle of leaves. Then, she heard it, a faint whisper, barely audible. Curiosity piqued, Eliza followed the sound, convinced it was just the wind playing tricks on her. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, forming words she couldn't quite understand. They seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once, guiding her further into the heart of the forest. Hours passed, and the sun began to set, casting eerie shadows among the trees. The air grew colder, and a sense of dread settled over her. Eliza realized she was lost. Panic set in as she tried to retrace her steps, but the whispers now surrounded her, mocking her efforts. She stumbled upon a clearing where a single ancient oak stood. Its twisted branches seemed to reach out to her, and at its base lay an old, weathered journal. Compelled by an unseen force, Eliza picked up the journal. Its pages were filled with frantic scribbles, detailing the experiences of others who had ventured too deep. They spoke of the whispering entity, a malevolent spirit that fed on fear and despair, drawing its victims deeper into the forest until they were consumed. As she read, the whispers grew deafening, and she felt a cold presence behind her. Turning slowly, she saw nothing but darkness. The trees seemed to close in around her, and she realized with horror that she had become another victim of the forest's curse. Eliza's screams echoed through the forest, but no one in Eldon Hollow heard. The villagers continued their lives, warning others of the dangers of the forest, knowing that once someone heard the whispers, they were never seen again. The ancient oak stood silently in the clearing, as the whispers awaited their next victim.